I want to tell you how well you did in The Woman Across the Street from the Girl in the Window. It is such a
Thank
fun
you.
show. And
Oh,
Kristen is one of my dear friends. Her dad, I used to work for her dad years ago, and she did outstanding, but you were just delightful in this. Like, if I could say
yeah.
delightful.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a weird day at work. Michael Lehman, who directed all of the episodes, called me. I worked with him on True Blood a decade ago and was like, do you want to come work for one day on my new show? Of course I do. But I mean, as you can see, I love weird projects.
Yeah.
And I mean, the character I play on Big Sky is a weirdo herself. I'm really attracted to that kind of artistic work, Tony.
Well, do you lean more toward comedy or drama in your acting, in your preferences?
I don't think I have a preference. I think, the real life is neither genre. It is all genres. It is dramatic and it is hilarious every moment. So, when I go to a traditional drama, I think I'm naturally finding all the comedy in the moment and vice versa. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like tragedy, comedy. It's kind of the same thing.
How do you feel being a part of this juggernaut that we call Big Sky? I mean, this is a huge show now.
Well, I mean, they made themselves a juggernaut before I was ever called to be a part of season 2. So
I think it was you. I think you joining the cast.
No.
Boosted.
That's very kind, Tony, but they were killing it well before I was killing anyone on this show. But I mean, it's great. This is when I got a call from Elwood Reed, the showrunner of this season. He told me that he had an idea for this character. And we very quickly kind of found her together on the call, which was unexpected for me. And, I was in Albuquerque, I think 3 days later, getting straight to work.
Yeah. Is there a certain preparation you do for characters? Do you listen to music or do you have a playlist that you may, put together for that character?
What a great question. It's a great question. Every gig is different for me. It depends on how much research I'm doing, if it's a person with a skill or a life that I don't have, I'm often doing a lot of research on, I love podcasts, right? You can find long conversations with people from different walks of life that might be similar to the character that you're playing and really just listen to them in their own words. And that kind of research I find to be really valuable. But I actually did talk to someone who is from the area that my family is from, that is from the same background that my family is from on the show, my character's family, I should say. And I talked about his experiences in his former life of crime. And so, yeah, I actually did talk to, I did some really one-on-one research with a person who was anonymous in this conversation with me. Nobody come for me. Nobody asked me what his name is because I don't even know. But he was really, really open and gave me a lot to work with.
Wow. Well, you could have talked to any Italian, by the way, just.
But it's a little different, Yes, I could have talked to any Italian, yeah. And we are doing some aesthetic things that are similar to The Godfather. You can see that in the way that we look on the show. But this is also kind of loosely based on the archetypal South Asian. Yeah. Gangsters that live in British Columbia and share a border with Montana where the show takes place, So we get to do some really interesting things that I don't think have been done on network television yet. So I'm really, really proud of that. And I'm really thankful that this show is allowing us to do it.
Yeah, I think it's so well written and beautifully presented. And I'm going to give you another great question. I know that you're a musician. I know that you sing and do things like, but do you hear rhythms and cadences in the characters you take on?
For sure. Yeah. So I'm also a percussionist, and I do think that there's a rhythm to every character that I play that's a little different. Part of that is the genre that you are playing in. Sometimes I say to actors, it's valuable to figure out what band you're playing in. for each show or each movie that you work on, because you might be a guitarist, but if you're trying to play punk in a, classical piece, it's not really going to work. Respect the medium, respect the genre, respect the people around you, and get in where you fit in. So that does create different things. It does create different rhythms. And also the writer, the writer who's writing for you. There's this beautiful thing that happens a lot in television, because they cast someone and the writer's room starts figuring out who they are, and then they write for you, and you kind of find it together as you go. And that creates its own rhythm as well.
How's the catering on Big Sky?
Pretty okay over here in Albuquerque.
Yeah, a lot of south of the border foods and stuff, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
In our final moments that we have, what do you think audiences are going to take away from the new season?
Oof. Well, one, catch up, everyone, because this premiere is hardcore and a lot has happened since season 1's premiere, season 2's premiere, I should say. I think people are just not, you're not going to be able to predict what happens. You will not be able to predict it. You think you're going to know what's going to happen, and you will be wrong. And
that is the basis of great writing is always keep them guessing.
Yeah.
I want you to direct an episode.
Oh, well, I would love to, but if you want to call Disney and Fox, then you can just let them know that you would like to just ask for that request to happen, Tony.
I'm on it.
Let them know.
I'm on it right now. I've got some pull because I'm Italian. That's why.
Exactly. I'm seeing. Maybe I need to be calling you about some research, Tony.
You are better than a cup of coffee in the morning. I'm just now wide awake. You are so bubbly.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for saying it.
You are welcome, and you have a great day. I hope the weather's good where you are.
It's freezing, but I'm sure it's freezing by you too. So we're in it together.
I'm in Salt Lake City. It's snowing out here. Are you kidding? And everything's stopped.
God bless.
God bless. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day.
You too, Tony. Take care.
Bye-bye.